Shit, here we go again.
Okay, before we even start this video, let me get some color on my lips because my lips are so pale. That's better. And it looks natural. Okay, y'all. So I asked y'all to ask me some questions on Instagram about my hair. So that's honestly what we're about to get into. I'm gonna be using my iPad to look at the questions. So if I'm looking over to the side, that is one. Okay. So I'm also gonna be taking my hair down today because these bad boys have been up for a minute and they are screaming for help. First question is from Steppa19. He says, how did you resist the urge to cut your locks when you first started out? So when I first started my locks out, it was like 7 years ago. 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. When I first started out, like I didn't see a lot of influences around me, like people my age that were locking their hair and stuff like that. As compared to nowadays, everyone's on Instagram, you know, everyone posts their hair and it just looks beautiful, you know? So it's like motivation and stuff like that. I didn't have much of that around me, so it was hard. I think the biggest things that you can do is just like have one of those stay down for the come up mindsets. You just have to have faith that your hair is gonna be amazing. You also have to fall in love with your hair because if not, then you're gonna wanna snip it at any given moment. But for you, I would definitely say, just look up motivation, look up pictures, follow your favorite lock inspos and everything like that. Go on Pinterest and just get motivated, style your hair, and just fall in love with like the locking process and everything like that. Hey Shawty says, do you retwist or interlock your locks? I retwist my locks every single time. I never interlock unless there's a certain lock that has like a whole bunch of unlocked hair up top, and I'll just interlock it real quick. But for the most part, over my whole head, like I retwist my hair every single time. My hair is not like really wavy like I want it to be. I also have a video on the retwisting process and what I do coming out very soon, so stay tuned. Okay, next, my bead just fell off. Next, Say Dav says rate my locks. Okay, we're gonna rate his locks together. Okay, so Say Dav, let's see. Okay, so they're long enough to style. But for some reason they don't look all the way mature. So I'm guessing you just started locking your hair. Let's see. Okay, we got some scalp action. I like how the parts are kind of just like doing their own thing. They're not like too structured or anything. I love natural locks and everything like that. Let's see. I never like when like locks look too perfect. You know what I mean? Yeah, okay, so these look kind of like, they look like you started them from Twist as well. For your locks, I'm gonna give them a sturdy 8. I'm gonna give them a sturdy 8. Let's see. Yeah, they still look, see, started from Twist. See? Okay, but yeah, I'm gonna give them a solid 8. Keep it up. Okay, next question is from Is Jada's World. The front of my hair and my locks are unraveling and softer and damaged. Should I give up? No, girl, no, you should never give up. I'm gonna say your hair can definitely be restored with different oils and stuff like that. If your hair texture is soft, it just means that your hair is gonna take a longer time to lock. So like I said, the mindset earlier, like just staying down for the come up, you just gotta be patient. That's really it. Styling your hair also helps. When you style your hair, it keeps them contained and everything, and it makes them lock faster. I say not to give up, and styling them definitely will help with the unraveling. Okay, next we have a few questions from Kimiko's Corner. How'd you pick your size? Have you ever cut them? How did I pick my size, girl? I remember my mother, like she started my locks a long time ago, and I just went with it. Like, I don't know, I didn't pick the size personally, she just did it and I was like, okay, bet. Next question, have you ever cut them? I have these 2 locks, okay, and one was over here and the other one was over here, and I would put my hair up in like a bun, and I guess I was going for like a Chung-Li look, so I pulled down one lock and another one right here, and this one was longer than the other one. So I was like, you know what, let me just snip it to even it. Worst decision ever. I think I was like 16. Now they're uneven. Like, I think this one is like all the way down here and this one is just like still right here. Don't cut your locks, even if you're just trying to go for like one certain style. Don't do it. It's an L. You're gonna regret it. Kamiko said, favorite products for lock care and maintenance. My favorite products are the ones from the Raw line. They're called Raw Oils. I'm gonna plug it in the description box, and I'm also gonna show y'all what it looks like at a later date. But for the most part, they're just natural oils with essential oils and stuff like that. Next, we got, what advice do you have for those starting or wanting to start locks? My advice for people that are starting locks, girls, stay down for the come up. Like I keep saying it, but just thug it out. You're gonna have ups and downs. You're gonna wake up some mornings and you're gonna look in the mirror and be like, what the fuck is on my head? But I promise, just like thug it out, style it. Like I said, and just fall in love with the process. Every time I see someone with locks, it's just like an instant connection, because you just know everything that goes into having locks, and it just shows perseverance and just strength, you know? And people wanting locks, I would say go for it, because it's literally the best life decision that I've ever made. And I know that sounds dramatic, but like I couldn't imagine my life without my locks. And it sounds like I'm on a promo team for locks or something right now. Like, locks are not sponsoring me. Next, Kamiko says, favorite styles to do with your locks. Girl, I'm gonna just show you. Like, literally, I do this hairstyle every day, nearly every day of my life. Like, literally. I do like to wear my hair down, like maybe to the side sometimes, you know, like a little this or something. Next, Kamiko says, what made you start? Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all the story. So literally, I think I was in the car with my mother, and my mother had locks at the time, and I think she was on her like her second set of locks, so she was like in the game, in the lock game, deep in the lock game, you know. And we were rolling in the car one day, and she's just like, you should lock your hair. And I was like, huh? I don't know why I just got so offended when she told me, because it's like, girl, that's a commitment. Like, there's no going back from that, none of that. And I was just like, no, I'm not doing that. And the whole car ride, low-key, I was just thinking about it, like, dang, hers do look good, you know? Like, I'm like 13, so I'm like, if I do this, my mom's not gonna have to comb out my hair no more and style it no more. I'm not gonna have to detangle my hair no more. I'm not gonna have to do none of that. So it just sounded pretty good. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go for it. And I think a couple days later, like I was still thinking on it, and I came to her and I was like, Mom, I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna do it. And so we did it that day, and I don't know, it was a big girl move, but like I said, I'm so happy that I did it. So, okay, next. Favorite stage in your lock journey? I don't know, if not now, I'm gonna say when my locks finally started to actually become locks, you know what I mean? And like it was clear that they were locks, and people weren't, you know, telling me like, oh, I like your twist, you know, but the first thing that came out of people's mouths was, I like your locks. And it just hit, you know, it resonated with me, so I'm gonna say then. Now we have a few questions from Schwade. They said, top 5 tips or rules for people just starting their locks. Okay, let me think about this. I'm gonna try to go like just off the dome. So, step 1, fall in love with your hair. Because if not, like I said, you're gonna wanna flop, you're gonna flop, and you're just gonna kick yourself out the game too early. Rule number 2, oh my gosh, do not, I beg of you, please do not use those African brand, I think they're called African brand or something like that, or Jamaican brand, I'm sorry. Do not use those Jamaican brand lock gels, please. It's only gonna cause you a headache and build up in your hair, and you're just gonna hate yourself for it. Like, please don't do it. Number 3, washing your hair. Please don't wash your hair that much. Like, of course you're gonna cleanse your hair and everything and keep it fresh, but washing your hair like every week is a no-no. Please do not do it, especially when you're in the early stages of locking your hair. Please don't do it, please, because it's just your hair in the process of it budding and everything is just gonna slow down. Number 4, don't compare your locks to other people's. Like, I see this so often. I see it so often. People tell me, they're like, oh my gosh, I want my locks to look like this person's, or I wish my locks look like this person's. They're so perfect. Mine are this, mine are that. Don't. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. That's just an L. Like, that's just an L. Tips / rule number 5. Don't use rubber bands on your hair. Oh, as I'm taking rubber bands off of my hair, I see this often, especially with guys. They'll use like the brown, like the regular rubber bands, and put their hair up in buns and like ponytails and stuff. Please don't do that. It's only gonna rip off your hair and just make your locks look silly. Zones away. Zones away. And then I'm gonna throw another one in there just cause, okay? Next, I'm gonna say don't dye your hair too often. Please don't do it, because it's gonna make your hair brittle. It's gonna change your hair texture. It's just gonna go, it's gonna go south, okay? So how do you take care of your locks in general? Okay, so generally I take care of my locks. I lock them or wash them about 2 times a month. I oil them probably like 3 times a week because my hair is very, very thirsty. I also care for my locks by tying them down at night, wearing a bonnet. Don't just sleep on nothing. And if you do have silk pillowcases, like, yeah, girl. I do not put it in braids all the time either, braids or twists, because your hair does need to breathe, your scalp needs to breathe. I think that's it. Like, I can't think of nothing else. Just honestly watch out for what you put in your locks. Also different energies. I don't let everyone touch my hair because, like I said, your locks contain everything, including energies, girl. And as far as retwisting my hair, I do it like once a month, if that. But yeah, once a month. When I first started out, I used to retwist them all the time, but now like I just retwist them like once a month. Next question. How do you moisturize your locks, especially when you have dry hair and dyed hair? So I moisturize my hair. Once again, I use the raw oils. Oh my gosh, something's in my eye. Okay, it's out. That was so dramatic of me. Okay, I think we're good. Oh my gosh, hold up, we're not good. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so like I was saying, how do you moisturize your locks, especially when you have dry hair or dyed hair? For me, I haven't dyed my hair, so I can't relate or tell you about that. But I can relate to dry hair because, like I said, my hair is so thirsty and it drinks up every single drip of oil that I put in my hair. So really, you just have to figure out like how much you need to oil your hair, how much oil it takes for your hair to be moisturized and stay moisturized. So I go ahead and I go about that, and I do it about 3 times a week. And if I need to oil my hair more, then I oil it more. Honestly, just listen to your scalp, listen to your hair, and you'll be straight. How did you style your locks when they were short and you wanted to look dressy? That's a really good question. Honestly, I never dealt with extremely short locks. I think that the shortest my locks were at one point was like right here. And that is kind of short. Yeah, that's pretty short. But barrel rolls are popular. You can even 2-strand your locks and put them up in like a half up, half down. You can do 2 up here, the rest down. You can do, like I said, barrel rolls to the back. You can do barrel rolls to the side and have the rest of your hair just like, you know, looking cute and hanging. Also, I would go on Pinterest. Pinterest has so many beautiful styles for locks, and it's just endless. Like, there's an endless amount of lock styles and everything like that. I also have a lock Pinterest board that y'all can check out if you would like. So I also put that in the description box below. Next, we have Seth0. He says, how often do you dye them? I don't dye my hair. I've never dyed my hair before. A lot of people do ask me that, so yeah. Next, Queen Kaya says, how long do they take to grow? It's different for everyone, I'm not gonna lie to you. But for me, like, how long did it take them to get to this point? It's been like 7 years. Okay, next we have Jada Lean. She says, do you brush your locks? I don't consistently brush my locks. I have brushed my locks before. I heard they help with containing your hair and keeping the lint out of your locks and stuff like that. but no, I don't brush them all the time. Next, we have Vontae. How long did it take for your locks to mature? For my locks to mature, it took about a year fully. No, not a full year. I'm not gonna, maybe like half a year to a year. But it honestly depends on your hair texture, to be honest. So the more coarse your hair texture is, the sooner your hair is gonna lock. And the looser your coils are, the longer it's gonna take for your hair to lock. Next, we have Jim. He says, what method did you start with? I started with 2-strand twist, Jimmy. I'm almost done. I think I'm moving pretty fast. Okay, my lovelies, I think that is all the questions for today. So, I want to wrap this video up. I also want to finish like taking my hair down so I can show y'all what it looks like all together. Okay, so I just did my edges. Hopefully there's... Okay, so I'll be back. Okay, so the girl is done with her hair. Let me show y'all to flip around. That wasn't sexy. I was trying to do it real sexy, but that wasn't sexy. Okay, here we go. And I'm gonna go ahead and do a length check too, because I haven't done a length check in so long. Locks have shrinkage too. Let's talk about that. But yeah. Anyways, that's pretty much it for the video, you all. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and whatever else y'all want to see out of me, whether it be cooking videos, hair care videos, whatever. Just let me know, put it in the comments, send me a DM. Retwist video coming soon. I'll see y'all later.